Hey, what's up everyone? Adam here with brahwegotthis, and today's video is going to be sort of a bittersweet video here in the channel. I am going to be explaining and expressing where this channel is headed in the future, and as the title and the thumbnail suggests, this is not clickbait, and I am going to be moving away from the gaming space as far as content creation. Now, I'm going to get into why I'm doing that. I'm going to get into what I'm going to be doing next, and I'm going to get into a little bit of background of that. So I just want you guys to understand that it will be explained in this video. So if you're already freaking out or something like that, just watch the video, take a deep breath, and I'll explain as much as I can in this video to you all. Joe and I created this channel, and our vision for the channel was to create guides, let's plays, just funny content and informative content that would be enjoyable for people in the gaming space. And I think you guys can say that we probably did this, and we probably accomplished our goal 7 years later. There's so much thanks I have for Joe and for everyone here in the brahwegotthis community, because you guys have made this possible in a lot of ways. But saying that, I believe I am being called to something different and to do something different with my channel here on the brahwegotthis channel, which will no longer be called brahwegotthis. I will be renaming it to something else, and you guys will see that here in the near future. But I really don't talk a lot about my personal life here in the channel, mainly because I'm not like obligated to, and sometimes it's not wise for me to. But lastly, it's just been because I've been a little bit afraid to do that in some cases. Well, through a series of circumstances in my life and just different aspects that have brought me to this point, it's gotten me to the point that I am today, where I'm not really afraid to express viewpoints, afraid to express what I stand for and what I believe is the truth. So like I said, I'm gonna be moving away from video games. Video games have had a huge impact on my life, positively and negatively. I've played video games since essentially kindergarten or first grade with Pokemon and all these Nintendo games. When I went over to friend's house, just a different gamut of games that I used to play when I was really, really young until now. They've always been a desire of mine, and I've always enjoyed them and enjoyed them with friends. It's always been a social thing for me. And that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to make this channel, because I liked creating content and I liked video games. But recently in my life, my heart has been changed by God in so many ways. In some of those ways, I've actually seen how video games have negatively affected me when it comes to my emotional, my spiritual, and my physical health. There are emotionally damaging triggers actually in video games for myself that cause me to sometimes make bad decisions and toxic choices in my life that's just not good for my health. It's not good for other people around me, and I might get into that detail a little bit more throughout the lifespan of this channel if you guys will stick around. But just know that video games have negatively affected me, but there's also been positive things, and I know that everyone doesn't have this same experience as I do, right? But it's just like if someone has a bad experience with alcohol, or they have a bad experience with insert anything, their walk with that, their journey with that might just be different than someone else's. And so I'm not here to say that I hate video games. I obviously like them, right? But for me, I know right now it's just not something that's healthy for me in my life, and I want to move on to something else, and I feel like God is calling me to do something else with my channel and with the platform that I have here. And like I said, I want to express and make sure you guys understand that I do think there are positive effects with video games, and there are things that people can get out of them that are great. Like I said, I have had I've had great social experiences with them, and I know a lot of people have a lot of positive experiences with them. And so along with that, another reason why I'm shifting and moving away from the video game space is because a lot of times recently, at least, and just in general, I've just felt this pull that when I come home, I'll sit down after work and I'll make a guide for you guys. And the guide will be successful sometimes, and it's great, right? But a lot of times I just don't feel fulfilled in doing that guide. I feel like I'm just coming home to collect a paycheck on the YouTube channel, and I'm just putting out content that I really don't feel like my heart is in and that my desire is in. And I just personally feel like God is moving me to another area that I feel passionate about right now. And video games right now for me are just somewhere where I really want to take a break from. And I really just want to focus on this other content that I have and that God has put in my heart. And with the video games, again, I just feel like when I come home, I should be doing something different with my channel. And I want to be doing something different. I have other ideas and other things that I want to talk about and do on this platform and just in my life. I want to build relationships with people in my life, and I want to be able to pour into them. And I will say God has really used my YouTube channel here to grow my confidence, my speaking ability. I mean, guys, look at it. Last time, the first video I ever made, or like 2 years ago, there's no way I could speak in front of a camera and barely look at my outline or script. And so God has really helped me get better at that. He's also taught me about this space in general, and God has blessed me with a community like you all. I can't tell you how thankful I am for you all. You guys have allowed me to pursue my dream, and you've done so much for me that I literally cannot thank you for. It's just amazing. And so I'm thankful to God for that. I'm thankful for you guys. And I just want you guys to know that, like, this is nothing personal against anyone of why I'm moving on. It's just something I do feel called to do. I know that this will come as a shock to some of you and probably most of you, because I was so adamant and excited about some of the games this year and covering some of the games this year. But in my opinion, when God calls you to do something as a Christian, you act upon that. And I know some of you might not even believe in God. I know that you might not even like religion, but I wouldn't be doing my job as a Christian if I wasn't being honest with you about what God is doing in my life. And so I'm not asking you to, agree with me. I hope that this will speak to you, but I just want you to understand that I feel like I have to be honest about where God is leading me to go. So in saying all of this, you're like, okay, you've told us the why of why you're leaving. You might be wondering, so what's happening? Where are we going? What is this channel turning into? So this channel is first and foremost going to be changing names. You will see the name once this video goes live, or a little bit after this video goes live. I got to do some branding and a few other things for it. But this channel is now going to be a channel focused on helping men and young men predominantly with leadership, with encouragement, and also helping families navigate the digital media space. So what does that mean necessarily? So I believe that men and young men in this United States, even in the whole world right now, are struggling. I think that there's a lot of men that are struggling with passivity. I think that there's a lot of men that are just struggling in general. And I think men, we're called to be leaders. And God has gifted men the ability to lead. And I feel like I've been like this myself, and this is where this is coming from. I have been a terrible leader as a man, and I've been so passive as a man, and I don't have any of this completely figured out, and I never will. But I believe that we're called to be leaders and better leaders. And I think some men just really need encouragement. I think some men just need guidance. They need to see that there's a gift that they have. They just might not know what it is. And I believe that God has put a gift in every single person, man and woman. And I believe that sometimes it just takes time for that gift to be revealed. Sometimes there's things that are blocking those gifts. Maybe that's, habits that aren't good, right? Unhealthy life choices, bad decisions. So this channel is going to be predominantly for young men and men. And I want to try to help this demographic in the world, and I want to try to speak into people's lives. And so with this, I'm also going to be, helping young men and men understand what their passions are and what their callings are. And so a few, basic videos or ideas that might be here in the channel are some videos on like why having a positive attitude can change your whole perspective, how to handle confrontation, how to communicate effectively, why doing the right thing is always the best thing to do, no matter if it's the hardest thing to do. So things like that, right? There'll also be some basic life tips as well, like how to do certain things as a man, and how to, if you didn't get taught that as a child or a kid, maybe learning some of those things as well. And then on the side of the family aspect of the channel, this is where video games are still going to be implemented in some ways, because I want to help families navigate the digital media space. I believe there are a lot of things that kids and children do not need to be getting into when it comes to movies, shows, and video games. There's a lot of things that are put into these things that I think are very unhealthy for their growth as a child. But I believe that parents nowadays, there's just so much information. There's so many games out there. There's so many movies, shows. They don't know what to do sometimes. They don't know if their kid should be playing that game, if their kid should be watching that show. So I want to try to make videos and guides on, what is healthy maybe for your kids to consume at a certain age, right? And again, that comes down to a lot of different things that I believe from my biblical background and what this channel is going to be based on, which is going to be a biblical foundation for this channel. And so I want to help families on that side. So there could be a thing like a parent's guide to video games. So that could be an idea for one of my videos that you might see pop up here in the channel. And so that is the family side of things. And so with saying all this, I know I may lose a lot of my following here, guys and gals. I know that a lot of you might be like, I just want to come here and watch video games. And I understand that. I know that that might be the case for a lot of you here, but I wanted to be upfront with you guys, and I wanted to be honest, and I want to invite you to come along with me in this journey. I will still be here. You can still talk to me. I will still be doing live streams, and I'm going to get into that here in a second about kind of what's happening to all of my platforms and all that good stuff. But I want to invite you all. Okay, you're welcome here. You're welcome to stay. You're welcome to be a part of this community. And so I would love to see you stay. I know that a lot of you might not stay, and that's okay. But just know that I love you guys, and I love I'm thankful for what you have done for me in my life. And I'm thankful for the people here in the community that support me. So I welcome you, and I invite you, please come along with me in this journey if you would like to. Everyone is welcome to participate here in this community. So now moving on to a few more questions of what you might be wondering, like logistic wise, of what's happening, right? You might be wondering what's happening with all my videos. What's happening to your Discord? What's happening to your social media, your website? Are you ever going to stream games again, right? All these questions. So let's start with the gaming question first, because a lot of you are probably wondering that. I am not going to necessarily stop playing games forever, right? I'm taking a little bit of a break right now because I want to focus on the content here in the channel, but I am going to be leaving up my We Play This YouTube channel, the one that I do some videos with Joe in. I'll have that link down below. I will be shutting down my other Bra channels, Probably Guide This, Probably Game This. And so maybe every now and then I might jump on a stream or something on We Play This and just play a game. So definitely go over there, subscribe, ring the bell, so notifications. I'm not just giving up gaming necessarily completely, but I am going to be focusing a lot on this channel. Now, I might even stream a game here in the main channel if I feel like it, because I love streaming with you guys. I love talking with you guys. But I will be streaming just me talking about conversations here in the channel from time to time. But I'm just letting you know that it's not necessarily that it's going to completely go away, but I'm not going to be doing a focus on gaming content. But right now I will say that, again, I'm focusing on this channel, and I will not be playing games for a little bit, at least for the foreseeable future, just because I want to really focus in what I'm supposed to be doing here. Now, when it comes to all my videos, all my other videos will be up. I'm not taking them down. They'll still be here for resources. So if you have friends that get into ESO, you can send them to my channel if you would like. They're still going to be here. Okay. Now, I've already talked to ZeniMax about this, and so they are aware of this transition. And I can't tell you how much I am appreciative of the ESO fam, of ZeniMax, of the people that have given me the opportunity to be here and just to allow me to make content. I will still stay in contact, hopefully, with people in that community. I've met some really cool people virtually. But as far as like my Discord goes, so what's going to be happening is my Brahwegotthis Discord will, like the one that has over 5,000 people in it, we will be keeping that for now. Okay, I want to have that there for people that want to come in and just have a community for gaming. So that'll still be there. I don't know what the future plans yet of that community will be, but it will be there for the foreseeable future, so people can come in and talk and hang out. As far as my membership Discord goes, that is going to be changing to my memberships of the channel, which are going to be completely redone. And so I will be having another video on that. That'll be kind of in my intro video here in the new channel. And so those memberships will be completely redone, and that will be my Discord for this new journey. Okay, so this will be where the topics I talk about will be in that Discord. People that want to be in that community can be in that members Discord. As far as my website goes, it will remain up for the time being, but it will eventually transition to my new content. I don't know when that'll be. That'll definitely be a process, and I have some future things that I would like to do with it that I'm going to be working on as the year goes on, but that will remain up for now. My Twitter account will be deleted. I don't want to be on social media really, so the way that you'll see me is through YouTube or Discord, or if you meet me in person one day. But the Twitter account will be gone as well. My Patreon will stay up if people want to support me. I've told people that I don't do anything on that anymore, but people still support me through that, so I leave that up. Same with my Twitch channel as well. Some of you may be wondering what is happening maybe to the guilds in ESO. So the guilds will remain there. I won't be on ESO that much, but they will remain there. I hope to maybe give away all my crowns at some point for people in my community. And so that might be something that happens in the future, but I want you to know that you can still have that community, guys. It can still be there. I hope you've met people here that will keep helping you. And so if you're wondering about that, that's where that will go. I was saying all this, guys, again, I cannot thank you enough for the support you've given me here in this channel. And I can't thank you for, just the hours you've spent with me. Again, I really appreciate everyone here. I appreciate just everyone that's made this possible, as well as God. And, I'm excited for this new journey. This journey is exciting for me, and I cannot wait to go on this. And so, it's bittersweet in the way, in the sense that like I've got to leave something behind that meant a lot to me. There's been a lot of memories. There's been a lot of work that's been put into this, but I really believe that this is what I'm called to do. And I'm excited to go on the journey. I am hoping that some of you will come along in this journey. I hope all of you will come along, but I know that might not be realistic, but you're invited to come along in this journey. And, I just want you guys to understand that I want to help impact people's lives. And I know that I have impacted people's lives with this channel, with my gaming guides. I just believe that I have a different calling for this platform. And so thank you again, everyone. I literally cannot thank you enough for the support that you've given me. I will still be here. You can still talk to me. I will be as approachable as I ever was. So just send me a message, leave a comment. But I just thank you guys so much for everything. But until next time, y'all, the next time you will see me on here, I'll be starting my new channel, and you'll see different branding and everything like that. But just remember to have faith, y'all. Be great. And I'll see you guys, hopefully, with me on this journey. Later, everyone. Thank you. Bye.